Hello and welcome to the Crescendo Podcast, a show where we highlight the upcoming and current artists from the UK and beyond. My name is Trevor, and today we welcome our wonderful guests, Alf Wilkinson, Zane Kennington, and Molly Atkin. Okay, I said that right,
Hello.
yes?
Yeah, that's all
And from the
good.
other woman, who are three-piece, all-female indie pop alternative band based in Cornwall, pretty far from Middlesbrough. All right. They are known for an indie dream pop sound that blends 60s folk with 80s and 90s dream pop, drawing inspiration from artists like Phoebe Bridgers, Cockatiel Twins, and Joni Mitchell, of course. The band has developed a reputation for bass-driven riffs, careful drumming, and honest lyrical storytelling. They have released an album externally in 2024, it sounds great, and are about to release their latest album, All I Ever Known. So, the other woman, welcome to the podcast. How are you
Thanks
going?
for having us. Hi.
To start things off, like, I want you guys to introduce yourselves, like just your name, your role in your band, and maybe one fact, random fact that people don't know about you personally.
Name's Ev. I sing and I play the guitar for the other woman. And my first proper instrument that I ever learned was the flute, which is kind of contradictory to like
That's
everything
good.
we do now.
I'm Zane and I play the bass. It's difficult things that people don't know about me, but for people who don't know, I have a one-eyed cat, black cat named Bez, and he likes to eat roast potatoes when we're not looking.
Yeah, I'm Molly. I play drums, and fun fact,
Played the bongos at school.
I used to play the bongos in school.
Well, that's very creative. To be fair, I'm Trevor, and I used to play the euphonium when I was younger, which is just like a smaller tuba. Yeah,
That's
it's
so cool.
crazy in a band. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
I love listening to all your facts because like it just reminds people that you have your own lives and you have your story before you came together. Oh, how did you first meet and like how did you form the band?
So I met Ev at Livewire, which is a music charity near where we live. It's like a youth project. And it's basically I just heard her playing one day. Like she just wrote this song in 5 minutes when I was eating a cheesecake, and I was thinking like I have to have like a part in that because she's going to be something big. So I said to her, I said, I'll be like a backing bassist for your music. She said, no, I want a band. And I was like, okay. And then I met Molly at college, and I was talking about how we were looking for a drummer because it was just the two of us, just looking for a drummer. And I said, do you play the drums? She was like, yeah, a little bit. And I was like, there you go. There you go. And it turned out that Molly did not really play the drums, but that's okay. She plays drums now.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Like we will like, was it hard to learn a new instrument for you?
I mean, yeah, a little bit, but I think it came quite naturally to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
I found
Yeah.
that, yeah, it was probably the easiest instrument I've ever learned. I think I've struggled the least with this one.
Yeah, I think I can agree to be fair.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah, I
easy.
think playing with other people as well and playing
Yeah.
along to music and other instruments.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And do you find like that kind of dynamic helps you when you're playing anywhere?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely makes it more
that's
fun to play with other people.
of course. Yeah, it's all about fun in the end of the day. If you don't enjoy it, then you wouldn't play with each other. Like, how do you feel about your sound, like when you first started and until now?
It's changed so much. There's definitely there's some like notable points that you can see throughout from the first EP to this album that we've got coming out now. We've always kind of kept that same feel with our lyricism, but I'd say that we've evolved a lot. Like we were a 4-piece for a while as well, where we experimented getting a bit heavier with our music and our instrumental a lot. And then when we went back to being a 3-piece, I think that was definitely the change that we needed. We really focused in on this like dreamy sound that we've been working towards for a long time. We got loads of new gear for that, which was really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always love some new equipment.
How has the equipment like helped you? Like, is it just quality of the performance or other things?
Yeah.
I think we knew what we wanted to come across within our album, and I think it's a lot easier to get that effect when everything's in a recording studio. You can add however many layers you like, but when you're trying to translate that into a live performance, it's a lot harder when you're only a 3-piece. Like, I can't play guitar and piano at the same time. I wish I could, but it's just not going to happen anytime soon. So we need some little equipment changes to be able to accommodate for that, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we got a new guitar amp, which is like got presets on it. You can like
That's
create
so
your
cool.
own sound, which is really good. We got Molly some new cymbals, so it all sounded really twinkly rather than like our old cymbals were not good at all. So it was well overdue, I have to say. And I bought myself some new pedals. I got an octave pedal, so it sounds like a guitar and a bass at the same time. So it really helps to pad out the sound. So we all got a bit of new equipment. It was all very nice.
It was so exciting.
It was an exciting time. I mean, I was just ordering left, right, and centre.
Yeah, of course. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. To be fair, like I've always liked to talk to people about like when they grew up and that kind of thing. Like you all have your own experiences. Like how was your childhood growing up?
With mine, definitely very music orientated. I think that was always going to be something for me, and that's definitely translated as I got older. I think when I was younger, my parents bought my little brother a keyboard, and I literally used to like annoy him so much by sitting in his room playing on his keyboard, because I'd make my mum put on the radio and I'd just like figure out these songs on the piano or the flute or whatever I was on at the time. My parents always, a big goal of mine was to get me through music lessons, but they were always so expensive, like really, really expensive. And there was only so much I could progress myself, like just playing by myself. And I remember when I was about 13, like not online shopping, 'cause that sounds crazy, but like going through these profiles for music teachers and be like, oh, this one likes this and this one like this. And I got this amazing, amazing music teacher who really progressed that and taught me piano, and I just ended up falling in love with it. And then that got me into the guitar as well. After you learn piano, I feel like everything else is a breeze. The piano is so
Yeah,
intense, like
so
with
hard.
everything you need to do. But no, yeah, and then met Zane and everything, and that really forced me to progress my guitar skills. I was terrified of doing bar chords for like the longest time. So yeah, for sure.
How about you, Zen?
I think I had a lot of obviously music growing up as well. Like I remember like my first, I think not like musical memory, but like one of my like earliest things I can remember is like I was really into One Direction as a kid, loved them. And my dad like got me this ukulele because he plays the guitar. He got me like a ukulele and he played like the chords to like one of One Direction songs, and I was like, you can play the music I hear on the radio, but here. Like it was like a light bulb moment. I was like crazy, and ever since then I kind of never like grew out of that. I think I just couldn't believe that like One Direction was in my house. I couldn't believe it. So I learned the guitar from when I was about. It was a little bit on from that. I was about 9 when I started playing the guitar, but from then I progressed playing everything. I just got bored of learning things. Like I learned the guitar for a bit, got bored. Learned the keyboard, got bored. Learned the drums, got bored. Learned the ukulele, got bored. And then I like got a bass. And when I got a bass, like I don't know why, because you'd think it'd be like a more boring instrument than the other things I've learned, but like I don't know why. It just clicked. Like I really enjoyed playing the bass, and I think like that's when I started coming into bands. Like, so I guess I don't think you can get that bored with a band because you've always got something new.
Yeah.
So at that stage, I was like, yeah, that's perfect. I haven't got to get bored with learning anything else now.
Yeah. Well, I could say like bass is just one of the most unique things that you can play, which is good. Yeah.
I love
Okay.
it.
How about you, Molly?
Yeah, I learned piano from a young age as well. My mum used to play, so she pushed me to do that, which was really good. But I eventually stopped playing. I must have been like about 12, and I got really into sport instead. And I did loads of sport. I did that for a while, and then I stopped that, and then I went back to music, and I decided I wanted to learn guitar, and I learned a little bit of bass as well. And then that didn't really stick. And then Zane asked me to join the band playing drums, and I thought, you know what, I'll give that a go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
my favorite instrument now. I'm very glad that
That's
I said
good.
yes.
Yeah. But do you think like this is just a question in my head, like you just like being like you know multiple instruments, like do you think that helps when you're creating music? Like I can see when you're writing songs, like you can just find a way.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
start
Good.
to realize when you're writing the songs as well. It makes it easier to know the direction I think you're going to push it in. Like, especially playing the guitar, I feel like I can hear all of the things that the band is going to make this sound like before it even comes to them. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I think that with like the drums. To be fair, I think like whenever I'm listening to a song that Ed's doing, I automatically know how I want the drums to go before anything else. I know what else. I was like, and then Molly would come up and I was like, oh. And I was like, oh, what, Molly, what if you do this? Oh, I've thought of this. She probably gets so fed up with it, to be fair. I always hear the drums before I hear anything else.
Because it is the base of all music, to be fair.
Yeah.
The base is there, but yeah, you get what I mean. Like, but you, who pushes ideas when you're writing first? Who's the writer?
Yeah.
I think for a long time I took on the brunt of the lyrics, and I think recently we've opened that up more, like a lot. We write songs within band practice, or we write little bits or full songs and then bring it to band. It's always that thing of bringing it to band. I don't think any of us ever come up with a full completed song.
No.
That we have an exact image of how we want it to sound. We always bring it in and work on it together, and I think that's how we get this like really unique sound that we love.
Yeah, we always write it together, to be fair. Like in that way, especially. Like sometimes you'll come like with like a guitar like idea and like, you know, the lyrics and all that sort of done. And then I'll be like, okay, how do you think you want this to sound like? And I'll go, oh, I'm not sure. Well, actually, I think this. And then I'll say, oh, do you want it to be quiet? Do you want it to be loud? Do you want it to be dreamy? What do you want? And then we'll kind of work out what the person who wrote it sort of wants it to vaguely sound like. And then me and Molly, usually in this the case, me and Molly will come up with something.
Yeah.
Like that sort of matches that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, it just sometimes it's so spontaneous and so like authentic. It just comes out. Do you agree with that?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, good. You're guys from Cornwall, which is pretty far from London and the rest of us. I used to be in Portsmouth. Yeah, how's the music scene like there? Like when you were growing up?
Heavy.
Yeah. Well, when we were growing up, I think it was a lot more diverse, but recently it's become so heavy.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember a lot when I was younger. I guess when we were younger, I think we had a couple more big people coming to where we live because we're based obviously in Cornwall and also like Ev lives in Plymouth. So, you know, being like that close to it, we used to get, I think, a lot more bigger people come, but especially now, like all the local bands tend to be really heavy. Over lockdown, especially, I can't remember a lot before that because I wasn't really super involved in the local music scene before that, but especially now, it's so heavy. Everyone was just scream about things, shout about things. Like when we first started doing this, we were like, how are we ever going to get a gig? Because everyone who is around is just screaming. Like, we're never going to get on with them.
Yeah.
And thankfully, over time, things have quietened down a little bit now. We do get some more bands that are playing some quieter stuff now. But it is still very heavy, especially Cornwall as well. Falmouth, it's got a really big, heavy scene. Yeah, things like that. I don't know why people down this neck of the woods are also angry.
I don't know. I don't know whether they're bored or they're just trying to find a way of life.
Because even like Wonder Horse live in Newquay, and they're like shouting and screaming as well. You know what I mean? Like everybody lives is just so angry.
Yeah, but it's the thing there. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any venues that you like to go when you like if you're going back? Like, do you like to go there, have a listen?
The Junction's got quite a good. They do quite a lot of heavy stuff a lot of the time, but sometimes you'll catch them putting on a really good band. We supported King No One there, and that was really cool.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was a really good gig. The Underground is really nice. The Underground is opposite like on the other side of the road to the Junction. It's all down one street. Plymouth is not very big. And that's really nice. And we're going to be playing the Cornish Bank in Falmouth.
I love the Cornish Bank. We're super excited.
We've played
so cool.
We've played in Falmouth before, but only in a pub, and it was very much a locals pub as well. But it was near all the uni houses, which is nice. But we're excited to go to the Cornish Bank. It's a really nice venue, but we're yet to play there, so it's definitely going to be one ticked off. There's the old Firehouse in Exeter. We're playing there as well. I tend to only book venues that we really like now. Like way back when, I just book anything, but now I'm like, oh, I really like that venue. Let's see if we can go back. And so we're going back to the old Firehouse. They do like the nicest pizzas, and it's good. Like they got like a big sort of like, I don't know what it's called, like an archway where all the bands play. It's so nice there. It's so good there. There are a lot of like nice venues where we live. To be fair, that is a good thing. I mean, venues can be few and far between, but the ones that we have are nice.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah. So you would say like basically like the atmosphere has to be right, and like how do you
Yeah.
think about audiences? You like a lot of them at one place, or you like a more quiet
I
space?
think at the underground we've had quite a good track record for audiences. Because
Yeah.
people there, it's on Mutley Plain, if anyone would know where that is. And that's quite a place for like people trying to get to a music venue. They don't know who's on, but they'll come to anything. And that's usually the best kind of crowd, like somebody who just wants to have a dance and wants to interact.
Yeah.
That's a PSA to all people who come to gigs. Interact and have fun. Don't just stand there and look scared. They always put on a really good time for us. I don't think we've ever had a bad gig there with the
No.
crowd.
I love playing at Livewire because obviously it is our roots.
Yeah.
We've always like grown up at like playing at Livewire. That's how we started. That's how we are now. I mean, we're playing back at Livewire, but it can be so daunting. Often the gigs we do, especially, we have like seats because a lot of people that come to Livewire, sometimes they're people that don't want to go to the really busy, really crowded, really busy, like dingy venues of Plymouth or whatever. So it's really big, like open space. It's a big venue, but they put like seats out for the people. So it's a different audience you get there, but which is so nice. The sound's always really good. It's always a really nice vibe. But it can be so daunting. Everyone's sat there watching you, like not really interacting most of the time because they're just there to sit and watch. But I mean, we've played to primary school children, and that was one of the most daunting we've done. When they're all sat on the floor, you're like I think that's like the first time. Me and Ev were saying this when we played it last. Like I never get nervous before gigs, but that is one time when I have been stood backstage and been nervous when I've seen all those kids on the floor.
So how are we going to keep them entertained?
Yeah. Was there any other like daunting things that you did like, when you were finding a place to play and were already there? Like, do you feel that a lot, or is it just something that comes out once in a while?
It was all quite daunting when we first started, like trying to find a place to play, because I do a lot of the bookings for our band, and I have done since we started. And I would just try and message every venue we could, like give us a gig. Essentially, like we'll support anybody. We'll come over. We don't have any gigs. We just started, and thankfully, when we first started out, there was this lovely venue which was also on Mutley Plain, next door to the underground, called Rock Bottom Bar. And another band that we knew got a gig there, and they got us a gig supporting them. And ever since we got that gig, it all became so easier. Like that first gig, after that, it was like we can get another gig at Rock Bottom Bar, we can get another gig supporting somebody else. People out there have heard us. It was like once we'd done that one gig, all the doors had opened. Yeah, it was so much simpler, but it was daunting, definitely starting out.
Yeah. If you look back at videos of us, we look. I don't think we recognised it at the time, but we looked so afraid. Like Mollie's got the comfort of sitting. I think and Zane had experience in bands before. I was crapping myself. I was so afraid. Like I would just be standing there, not moving, looking down or looking up at the ceiling.
Yeah, you look so
at
scared.
my guitar. I look terrified. And you can kind of hear it in my voice. Like I think getting up and singing in front of people is one of the scariest things you can do, but it's also the most rewarding in the long term. Like if I hadn't gone through that stage where it was terrifying for like honestly probably like a year, then I don't think we'd have the same like charisma or the same live performance that we give now.
Yeah, I mean, people even come up to me now, like my family members and people who've been there since the start, and be like, "Oh, Emma's so confident now on stage. She's so confident." And I think, like, yeah, like you don't hear that a lot from obviously people that haven't seen us in our early days, but when you do meet people that were there from the very start, like you do think like, yeah, Ev was like stood there like crapping herself every gig, like backstage getting really nervous, but yeah.
Gone a lot better.
Yeah. So Zane, you think you're the most confident person in the whole group, or is it just your feeling?
I would say I probably am the most confident person. But that's probably because I have gigged with other bands before. I was in another band before this one when I was a little bit younger, playing bass. I didn't really get nervous for that either, I have to say, but I think when you're playing the bass, it's not as nerve-wracking as other instruments. And I do say this because, I mean, I've got stage and obviously done like singing and, playing the guitar and stuff, and it is a bit nerve-wracking, I have to say. I was a bit more nervous than playing the bass, but if you mess up on the bass, most of the time, most people won't really realise. So I've only ever been nervous to go on stage if I know we're not practiced enough. Like in the early days when we were still learning something, or you know, we were like not confident with something we were going to play, I'd get nervous that other people were going to mess up. Like one of them two like was going to mess up, because it's not something I can control. But if I mess up, I can sort that out. But if like Ev, you know, like completely like breaks down, or Molly does like a crazy drum fill, and like we're all out of time, like I can't change that. But especially now, like now when we go on stage, I'm not nervous at all. I never get nervous about playing, and in fact, like I always feel more at home on stage. I always feel less nervous on stage than I do for anything else.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's especially now in like practice with an inch of our life.
You need that kind of band dynamic to
Yeah.
like push yourself. What's the hardest thing that you ever done like as a band?
Learning to talk between songs for me, probably.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
terrifying. I don't really get nervous that much, but sometimes if I'm really tired, or like I know I can give a good show in a song, because like Zane said, we're so rehearsed now. Like it's very rare that I'll feel worried about a song that we're going on and doing. But sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't know if I'm gonna miss anything. And like the minute you start overthinking, that's when it's done. And then I go on stage and it's like second nature, and I feel fine. And if I mess up, then I mess up, and people will laugh about it, and it's really not that big of a deal. But I think learning that when you're the one on stage and everyone's looking at you, they're not looking at you waiting for you to mess up. Like they think that you're totally in control, which you are. So if you mess up, it's completely fine, and you just gotta play it off.
Yeah, I mean, even now, I think, like, sometimes, me and Molly say this to Em all the time, sometimes you go on stage, because obviously we're not really doing the talking. I mean, we're just
Yeah.
there for the entertainment. But Em is there to talk to them. And she will say this, especially at the start. She's gotten a bit better recently. And me and Molly just look at each other like, what
Yeah.
did she say?
What was she saying? Yeah.
What did she even say during that bit? And we've now had to drill it into Em that I will laugh at her if she does it too quick. And I think that embarrassment will
Yeah.
just slow down. I say, if you think about saying something, think about saying it at half of the speed of what you think you're saying it. But yeah, I think like what the hardest thing we've done is. I guess we've had hard moments.
It doesn't really seem hard because it's fun.
Yeah,
So like it never really feels
Yeah.
hard. Oh, I do remember though, when we were recording this album, one of the songs genuinely took about 6 hours to record this one song. And that's like fine for you two. I am sat down as well, but I was just playing the drum just over and over and over again. My body was getting so exhausted, but I remember I felt so grateful that I spent more of my childhood doing endurance sport, playing music. Because genuinely, if I hadn't done all that running and swimming and triathlons, I don't think I would have been able to survive. I honestly don't think I could have played for that long.
I think that, and it's one of the best songs in the album as well.
Yeah.
It's definitely, you can definitely hear that it's been well rehearsed. It's very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I think one of the hardest things with the first album, I was trying to sort out all the CDs, all of the, like, finishing the mixing for the first, because we didn't get it professionally mixed. We had it mixed at Livewire, and then I had to do the mastering myself, which was a bit tricky, especially as I was still in college doing my A-levels, so I was like not
17.
I was like 17, so I was like supposed to be doing my A-levels, not doing them at all, and instead doing this. But it was so, like, getting everything right. I mean, it's so difficult. As like, obviously we're like an independent band, and at that stage we didn't have any sort of anyone sort of telling us what the best thing to do was with our albums, with our CDs. I was trying to do so much research, so much looking up, so much trying to work out what the best thing was. It was so tricky. Like, I just sat there thinking, like, how could anybody know how to do this without like management or like a record label? Me and Molly were just arguing at that stage about this, that, and the other, about merch. We were just arguing, like, not happy with each other. If was not happy because me and Molly were arguing.
Yeah.
And that's the only time me and Molly have properly argued. We've kind of got like agreed since then. But that stage, like, we were just arguing about the merch, arguing about this, that, and the other, trying to get it done. It was so stressful. It was like college every day trying to do it. And I think that was like one moment where I thought, like, this could literally be the end of times. If we let it be, this could be the end of times for the other woman. But then, no, it wasn't the end of times. We just released our first album.
Yeah.
We released it and then it was fine. And I was like, next time I'm not doing that. And thankfully this time it's been fine. We've had, it's not been a breeze, but it's been a breeze amongst us.
It's been a rewarding.
It's been a rewarding album. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So like, if you talk about the first album, like most of the songs did most of the songs come out from band practice, or how did it come out also?
You've written some of
Mix.
them, I
Yeah,
think.
there was a lot of input from a lot of different places. I think you wrote some, I wrote some, your dad wrote
Yeah, my
some.
dad helped write one verse.
Yeah.
I think it was all like back then. It was sort of like a collection. I think.
Yeah.
And also, some we done at band practice. I mean, Ghost Song was the first song that Ev brought to us when Mollie joined the band. It was the first song that we did with Mollie. So that's to show how old that song is now. But things like that, like Ghost Song, Forevermore, we've been playing them since the early days, really early days. I mean, I guess, so obviously Ev wrote those. I think Forevermore and Fear of the Light, Ev had already written before the band,
Yeah.
and then we did it. And then after that, it was like, it was also like a collection of things we were doing at the time, I think. I mean, I think this album's also obviously a collection of stuff, but I think it is a little bit more curated than the first one. I mean, I love our first record, but it's not as curated as this one, I don't think. I think it's more a collection of things we were doing at the time, and this one is more of like a
personal
piece.
Yeah, we're very proud of this.
Yeah.
I think you can tell when we talk about it.
Yeah.
We can't stop.
Yeah, I mean, it's so good. Like, you can just find things. Like I always say, you find things when you just don't even think about it sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you find that sometimes when you're writing songs, is it just a way of showing emotions and experiences through music? Do you have any other thought about it? Or?
I think all of our songs are written about things that we've experienced or things that we've kind of perspective of experiences. Because definitely for me, I think that I can write a song that conveys the type of emotion that I want to convey if I haven't actually experienced that myself or witnessed someone close to me experience that. And I think that we're so lyric heavy as a band. Like all of our songs have so many lyrics. And I think that's because we're trying to paint a picture of an experience that's happened.
Yeah.
Not because we're trying to put out like mush.
Yeah, not just milking it for the
Not
sake of
milking
it.
Everything we've been through, like, honestly, give us any song, we could probably rant about it for days. Like, there's an experience behind every song. Every lyric is thought out.
Yeah, every
To
lyric
push
and
that.
every song, like, they've all got a story as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think pretty much every song you could pull out, we will all remember something different from the day that Ev brought it to the band or the day we wrote it at band practice. Or, oh yeah, we wrote that lyric about so and so, and then oh yeah, can you remember when that happened? Oh yeah, and I was sat here and here, and then so and so said this. There's like a story. We could literally be here like forever
Days, yeah.
if we thought about every one of our songs and thought about how we wrote them all, or things like that. I think we could be there forever. But they're all about something real. I mean, I don't think we've ever written something we don't believe in.
And
Anyway.
if we did, it didn't
didn't
tend to
stick.
be, like, it just wasn't, it didn't hit the same way.
I mean, we've had like one or two songs, like especially like when we were trying to come up with like a song to play first,
Yeah.
because a lot of our songs obviously they were very slow at the start. Trying to come up with a song we could play like to get people interested, and that was. I mean, we still play it sometimes now just for a laugh, and it is a good song, but the lyrics say my name.
Yeah.
The lyrics just
Yeah.
like mush. The
Mush.
lyrics don't mean
Mush.
anything.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
stick.
Okay, good. Yeah. That's fine then. I want to talk about the video at the back of me. Like
Oh yeah.
yeah, I remember looking at your Spotify and when I researched you. So I saw like you had that bedroom sessions as well. Like, why did you release that in the first place? Did you feel like there's a different sound from that, or?
Yeah, I mean, we got with Ocean City Radio, their radio station in Plymouth, submitted some of our things to them a little while back, and they really liked our stuff, played us on the radio, and they actually started doing these sort of like sessions at DBS, which is another place in Plymouth. They're like a school, but they also do like courses and recording, things like that. And they said, we're actually going to start doing these live sessions. We want you to be the first live session we do. And I was like, oh, so fun. Like, this is really good. And it's such a good laugh. I mean, I don't know about you girls, but I'd never been to DBS before. And the people there, really professional, really good. And it was sort of like recorded to go on the radio. So it was like a full live session, a bit like recording like just like a gig, but without obviously like all the background noise and all the stage and everything like that. But we just came up with a live set of songs we play, and I think most of the songs we play on there sound a bit different. Not like different, like, oh, that sounds terrible. That sounds way worse than the original. But I think just like as we've gotten like older, as we've developed our songs, we play more and more. Like the songs just change a little bit, you know, as they go along. They sort of change a bit, and that's sort of what happened with that one. I thought I'll put it on YouTube, like, because that was like showcases us now. Like all of our live recordings we done was so long ago. Like I'd watch them back and think like we play that way better now. And I thought, right, we got to put something new on. So I thought, well, my favorite things are the like radio stations that get the bands to do like a full set. Like Fontaine's DC did one. I've seen like Wonder Horse ones, and like it's recorded and they're just playing for like a studio, like live lounge, things like that. I love them. Love sitting there watching them. I spent all my college life watching them, doing my work. And so I was like, yeah, this would be a really good opportunity to get the sound, get some video from the studio and put them together. And then it'd be like one of those sessions. So yeah, that's sort of how it came together. But I think they do sound different. I was glad. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was really exciting.
It was a really good time.
Yeah. I want to get the perspective from the drummer now. Like, if you think about it, it's like, yeah, I'm trying to play but not try to be overplaying. What do you feel about that
Yeah.
balance?
I don't think you do overplay.
No. I feel like my drumming is quite similar to how I am as a person in real life. I think it's quite similar. I wouldn't say, I think I'm maybe a little shy. Not really. I think I'm just reserved. And I don't feel ever the need to be the center of attention or like want to be super out there. I like quite like just like, you know, playing my drums, making it sound nice.
Chill.
Just chill.
But not
just having a good time. Not going nothing crazy. I don't think our music needs it either.
No.
And I think I'm just trying to do what I can to fit the music. Almost trying to take a leaf out of Ringo Starr's book. With his attention to detail and just doing the right thing at the right time.
Yeah.
Just to make it sound.
Just do whatever. Oh, I will be keeping this on the call, you know? You okay?
Yeah. Wait, go on, lift it up.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing that happened.
Tell.
Oh, you
Yeah,
okay?
turn it out. There you go.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. I'll cut it out. Maybe.
There you go.
Right. I thought I loosened it with my foot, so I was trying to tighten it.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, all right. Yeah. You know, I just want to share something. Like when I post, I usually post like, oh, I'm inviting these people to do this interview and that kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, and I posted it for you guys, and then it just blew up. Like,
Really?
yeah, you should be, you know, people actually, your fans are actually like very engaging and that kind of thing. Like when you're playing anything, like when you go to gigs and that kind of thing, do people like come to you and it's like, oh, like I've experienced this before and I felt that in your song, or like?
Go on, we love that story about the girl that came on stage.
Oh yeah,
you love that one.
We've had some lovely people come up to us behind, like after our sets and stuff. So this is
not representative.
We've had it once where we introduced a song and it was like, this is about being like messed over by a best friend, and we go to start playing it and this woman comes on stage and she's like very drunk and she starts going off on one about how like her boyfriend was cheating on her with her best friend who was like her downstairs neighbor, and she was just going, we've got this all on video, she's just going crazy, and there's just me and Zane in the background looking at each other like, my god, this is mental.
And then she got taken out by the promoter.
She got taken off. She's like, come on, let's go
back to bed.
Yeah. And it was obviously funny. It was a crazy, like very distinctive thing to happen.
That's ages ago as well. It was so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, that idea that somebody is so like kind of not moved but like relates to something you're talking about
so heavily,
so
they come on stage and start ranting about it.
That's like the most extreme case of it. I don't know, so I think it's really cool. Like the ability to do that to someone is crazy.
I think like our fans are definitely like very engaging. Like we are really lucky to have like really engaging fans, especially on like things like TikTok. Like Mollie and Ev do the TikTok. It's not my wheelhouse. It's something I'm not very good at. All my videos get like 3 views. It's like me, but they are really good at it. And people on there always commenting, always like messaging us. Like we get a lot of messages, things like that.
Especially got a fan page. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
we have a fan page as well
Yeah.
now. Someone's made a fan page about us,
Crazy.
which is really, it's really,
Crazy.
really sweet as well. They make really
Yeah.
good videos.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Every time I see one, sometimes when I'm on my personal TikTok account and not the band one, I get the fan page videos, and it's just stops me in my tracks. I'm like, oh my god, that's my band. But it's not our account.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
what's happening? I mean, it's crazy. They're really engaged, especially like we have local fans that are really engaging as well. I mean, like a lot of people who will come to pretty much every gig, or like we did merch pre-orders for the new album, just so we can get like an idea of how many numbers to buy for things, and just things like that, and just send them out early, and people really like having that thing to look forward to. Do you know what I mean? And we had a really, really good uptake on that as well, of fans sort of like, you know, buying, especially fans that we don't know as well. I mean, a lot of the time from the early days, you'd always see like the followers on the account. It'd be like they follow Ev, they follow Molly, they know us. But now it's like anyone, everyone. It's crazy that we're reaching such a wide audience, but it's really rewarding.
We hit like 5,000 on TikTok today, which again is crazy. And
Nice.
that's reflected loads in our monthly listeners recently as well. And it's just been
Mhm.
really cool to see that immediate
Yeah.
feedback.
Grow.
It's like a gig. It's like when you've got people in front of you who are dancing and singing and like applauding and having a good time. To see that it's really hard to know that when you're just at band practice and you're like, oh, is this going to go down well? Is this going to go down?
Yeah.
When you have loads of people coming back to you and being lovely or giving you feedback even, it's really, really cool.
It's really rewarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, my next question would just be like, you definitely like live performance now. Like, if you're recording stuff, like, let's just go to like second album, that kind of thing. Like, how do you, I don't know what's the word, but how do you like put that into your song? Yeah.
We instead of, a lot of people record individually and like sort of bring all the bits together. So usually like in, I guess, a stereotypical way, like the drummer will record first, then maybe the bassist or the guitarist,
Yep.
and it sort of gets layered like that. But we don't work like that, and we never have. I mean, we've tried it just doesn't work for us. The magic is when all three of us are in the room together. Like, so everything that we've recorded, especially for the second album, the first album as well, everything we've ever recorded, all three of us are in the room together, because like it does not sound the same when you're there on your own. We never really thought about that until we got to the second album. First album was automatically, we're doing it like all three of us. That's how we recorded it Livewire. The second album, we really tried. I mean, we tried Molly playing on her own, then me and Molly playing together. Then it was all three of us, and it was like, well, this works the best.
Yeah, it was like I was just playing by myself, and I was like, it just sucks. Like,
Yeah.
listening back, it's like, no, we need to do it at the same time. We need to be all there
Yeah.
together, all
Yeah.
playing at the same time. And I think we all like,
Give energy.
yeah, it makes the energy. Like, when we're all there. It's like,
That's what makes it. I mean, especially like we play all the songs live. Often we'll play the songs live before we release them, at least once. Sometimes, like sometimes with a really small crowd, sometimes at a gig. And we'll often like soft launch a song, and I think like once you play it live and once we practice playing it live, you get that sort of live feel to it, and then it'll be recorded afterwards. So you always have that sort of live feel to it because it's been done live before it's been recorded. I mean, especially with Do It Again.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
I mean, we had Do It Again for so long, and we were playing it live, adapting it to ourselves. We had it in the set for like 2 years before we recorded it, so it's pretty much entirely based on how we wanted to do it live.
Yeah. I mean, what you say that just helps like the audiences just like feel like they are part of the music, and do you value that when you're recording?
Yeah,
I think when we're making such a like emotional music, we don't want that to get lost in the instrumental. Like there's so much you can do with lyrics if you're not backing it with something that feels as emotional as the things you're saying. And I think it's one thing trying to create that with just us three, where we know exactly what we're feeling and we know exactly what happened because we've talked about it so many times. But when you're putting that out live in front of people and you can see people's faces, like I'm always looking at people to try and get their reaction.
yeah, me too.
Mhm.
They might think I'm staring. I'm not. I'm just trying to like gauge how people are finding things. I think that's the best indicator for what you should do, because whilst we have this thing in our head that we have this like sound in our head that what we want it to come across as, that's not necessarily what it's all about. Like, we're creating music for people.
Yeah.
Their reactions should indicate like how it moves.
I do worry about that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, do people think like I'm just there like staring at them in the crowd? Like, do people think I'm just staring at them? Often I'm like playing the bass, I'm just staring at people like because I'm thinking about what I'm doing. I'm not even like looking at them. But I definitely have had people before be like, why are they staring at me?
Yeah. I like your answer very much, and like that's how you make your songs original, and like people love it. I love the songs. Like that's that sound. Like it's so not processed in a way that it's like you naturally listen to other like studio recordings, that kind of thing.
Oh, I'm really glad.
You should keep that. Yeah, you should keep that, to be fair.
That definitely is the same on the new record.
Yeah.
I don't really like the sort of like none of us really like the overproduced sound.
Yeah.
I mean, how we sound live and how like, you know, that comes across is always how I want us to come across on the record as well.
Yeah.
Don't sound too commercial.
No.
We appreciate artists who do the same thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you like hear an artist you hear live, then you hear them on the record, they're really overproduced. I think like, oh no.
Yeah. And that makes life easier when you're performing live. It's just like I'm just coming here, I'm just playing and just seeing the sound and the people and that's
yeah,
Sure.
100%.
Yeah. Let's talk about the album then. It's coming the 27th,
Yeah.
which is very exciting. Like I know you have some pre-shows and that kind of thing, but like how did the album start? Like was it just from like singles or?
I think we knew we wanted to do a big piece of work, especially since Eternally and all the like everything from that. We were riding that sort of wave for a long time, like doing gigs and digging the songs, and it felt like we had so many new things we were playing in the set. We had to release something. I mean, we spent so long like just not really releasing anything, and then it felt like wrong to get people to look at our Spotify before booking us because our like how we sound then so different from now. Like, gotten a lot older since we did that. I mean, we were still kids when we recorded the first album. Yeah, this whole album has been it's been really, really rewarding. But that's how it sort of started. It was sort of like we knew we wanted to do a big piece of work. We were playing all these songs. We thought, okay, these songs all like mashed together. They all sound really good. And then it was like, okay, well, we need a couple more songs. We'll start recording, but we'll probably need a couple more songs. And like Ev is prolific with writing.
I write too much. It's actually bad.
She'll come to band one day and be like, I've got 4 new songs. 3 of them will make you cry, and 1 of them will be an upbeat love song. I mean,
yeah, we knew we could write more. I think we had it about a half an album's worth, maybe. At the time.
Maybe a little tiny bit more, but yeah, probably about that.
Yeah, but then we ended up we decided right this time last year that we think, okay, we'll probably do an album because we'll have too many songs by then do an EP.
And that we've never done EPs.
Oh, we have that one.
Oh, One's My Name.
Oh yeah, we have got an EP. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
we have only done the EP once.
But then we started recording, and by the time we finished recording, we had too many songs for an album, so we had to do 3 B-sides and the 3 singles. So we had to release 3 singles because we had too many B-sides.
We've got songs now, like we've got songs we've written now that for the next album, which we haven't even got on this one. But I always think like you got to keep on writing because you never know when Ev might get writer's block, and then we're gonna have to be relying on all these songs we got on our notes tabs.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably start recording 3rd album now, probably.
Yeah. The thing is, by the time it's released, it'll sound completely different, and then we'll want to record it all again, and then it'll be a whole waste of time.
Well, it's never a waste of time, but like you have your tours coming up and that kind of thing. Like you was just saying that, and like, would you prefer to tour a bit more than what you have planned so far? Like, what's limiting you at the moment?
We've just got a lot on. Like, Mollie's doing her degree. Oh, yeah. I say that. I'm in my gap. Yeah, I've kind of got time to
me
kill.
too.
Yeah.
Time to kill. And when I'm booking gigs, I feel so mean, but I never think about Mollie's uni. I don't know why. I always think like, oh yeah, like she's just as free as me and Ev, but obviously you're not. You're doing a whole degree.
Yeah. I think not a light-hearted one either. I'm in my 2nd year of architecture.
Yeah.
So it's
not for the week.
Not for the week.
Not the week. Yeah. I did real estate, by the way. So we're best buddies now. Very tight and I agree.
very time consuming, and it's hard because I want to spend all my time on the band. But I
Yeah,
can't.
but you can't because you got drawings to do and like CAD and BIM and
Yeah.
I totally yeah.
One thing holding us back, I guess, and also
We've
I
been
think-
given like opportunities to go further up country, and whilst immediately we're like, yes, let's do it. Like we wanna go as far as we can. We want to get out of the southwest and promote our music elsewhere. And then you actually think about it, you're like, oh well, the travel is kind of crazy, and our accommodation's crazy, and there's no guarantee on all of the tickets we're gonna sell, and all of our audience is down here, so pushing ourselves up there is kind of like people on TikTok saying, "I'll come to London."
we
It's-
really
yeah.
want to,
It's difficult.
but then you got to find a place to stay, a place to
Yeah.
park.
Just
How
for
are
a
we gonna take the
small
gear?
band.
And not everyone who says they're going to come obviously is
Exactly.
free or has the money or wants to come. You know,
It's the lack
Yeah.
of guarantees. I think because we're an independent band, we don't have that backing from management. We don't have that secure
Yeah.
audience that we know if any place we're going to go to, we're going to get this X amount of people who will definitely buy tickets, who will definitely buy merch and support us. And that's nobody else's fault. It's just the fact that being a small artist in that, like navigating that experience is really difficult.
I think like I've tried to book us so many like going up country. I mean, and I have had like things back as I've said, like London, places like even like Bristol, which isn't even that far from us in the grand scheme of the UK. Things like that. It's like I mean, I tried to book us a Bristol gig, and then they said we weren't going to get paid, and then it's like, well, we can't afford to drive for 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The best part
yeah.
of 3 hours, and then a 6-hour round trip to play for free. I mean, there's promoting yourself, and then there's like not a good business idea, and it's so silly. And then like you get in touch with other promoters, they won't even respond, or they respond once and never again, or then they say, "Oh,
Mm.
play for
Yeah.
free." No, and then it's,
No.
"Oh, how many people can you bring?" And I was like, "Well, guaranteed about
3.
well 3."
Us.
Not enough. It's
They're
not
like-
enough.
I was like, "Well, there's other people that will come, but we can't guarantee anyone to be there other than us
Yeah.
3 and my boyfriend. We can't
Yeah.
guarantee that anyone else is going to be coming because, you know, I mean, we've got a big following online, or like a fairly big following online for us anyway. To us, it
Yeah.
feels
No.
big, but
It
the grand
does, yeah.
small,
Yeah.
I guess. But for us, it feels big. But you know, I mean, the amount of people when you look online that will actually be able to get to Bristol of our online fans are going to be small. I mean, we seem to have a lot of fans further up in Scotland and places like that.
Wales,
Wales. I mean, so many people are like, "Oh, come to here, come to here, come to here." Honestly, that's all we want to do is to go and tour and play all these nice places.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
we'll
must
get,
be Moz.
So we'll get there and we'll figure it out with
Yeah.
time.
a lot of
Yeah.
places in Bristol as well only book local bands.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
being from Cornwall, that's not seen as local.
No.
Unfortunately, we're not seen as local because it's been like 3 hours away.
Yeah, it must be difficult for promoters to want to take a risk on like a 3-piece
yeah.
from the southwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also difficult for us to take that risk too. It's just
Yeah.
Catch 22 kind of.
Yeah. They don't want to take the risk, and neither do we. It's I think, it's a really tricky situation.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. I agree tons. Like I've only been in Middlesbrough for like, I don't know, 3 months ish.
Oh, wow.
And like just looking at the scene here, everybody's so supportive. But the thing is, like, everybody's just here. You know what I mean? Like, if they get a little bit bigger or they're a bit older, they already got some job and whatever. They can go travel wherever they want to go. Like, if you look at my catalog of people I've interviewed, like most of them are like in their 30s or have a job, or you know. But fingers crossed, time will come. So it will
Yes.
come. Yeah, and the music, like, I mean, it's just your music just transcends so many things, and like it's just gonna bring you so far. Like,
thank
yeah, yeah, and maybe this interview as well would help a bit,
Yeah. So,
a bit PR and stuff, you know.
well,
That's-
hopefully
yeah.
only at the start of our lives and careers.
Yeah.
So hopefully with age and
Wealth.
wisdom, time, wealth,
Mm,
you know, maybe one day.
Yeah. That's a good point though you bring up about the bubble of like playing where you live. It
Yeah.
becomes like a bubble because it's hard to move out and play elsewhere. But then you don't want to just keep playing the same venues like over and over and over again, because
of course.
as much as we do love playing to those people, and we will still play again and again in Devon and Cornwall. But we'd also like to explore new places and meet new people and play our music to new people, and we really want to do that. But it's really
it's like starting over all over again.
it's honestly
yeah.
tricky.
I guess you got to move up and up and up. Like you got to think like, where's the furthest away place we played? And then hopefully someone who goes to that furthest away place will want you to play at another far away place.
Yeah.
I think it's got to work. It seems so silly because it's such like a 2 steps forward, 1 step back situation. I mean, like you think like, where's the furthest place to play? Like I played in Dawlish. Okay, well, where's one up from Dawlish? I can't even think of where. I can't even think about where. This is how geographically challenged. I can't even believe where Dawlish is. I guess where's above Dawlish? Like
You couldn't ask me. Exeter.
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 You play
Yeah.
Exeter, and then once you play Exeter, you'll play somewhere maybe a little bit, tiny bit out of Exeter. Maybe then we get to play.
Yeah. Yeah. This is great thinking. Yeah.
Bristol. I was trying to think of somewhere like in between Exeter and Bristol.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where we live is so barren. It's
Yeah.
barren.
Might not be as many music venues as you thought.
Yeah, like that. You think like,
Yeah.
oh, then I'm playing Exeter, then I'm going to play. Yeah, maybe somewhere between here and Bath. That maybe I'm playing Stroud. Like it's so tricky. Like
This is
where we
just
live
Zane just thinking out of her head.
I'm
Yeah.
like picturing a map, and I picture Dawlish, and I can't picture anything past it.
Yeah.
And even Exeter is
Yeah.
past Dawlish. I live like
Yeah.
the Torquay's before Dawlish. I think
Oh,
no.
Paignton.
Paint is before Torquay.
Okay.
So it's like it's like Paints and Torquay.
Sorry, we actually
Dawlish.
Let's look at a map
It's
later.
Oh, this is the best thing.
I've got a map on the thing as well. We'll have to look on the
You
map.
got a map. Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to do geography again.
We played at Land's End. So
That
we
was
played
fun.
right down at the bottom end of the UK.
Anyways, up.
Yeah, the only way is up from Land's End because, I mean, when you think like where can I go above that?
Literally just one place you should play it. That's that's Portsmouth. Not just because I studied there, but you should go and play there. I have a few connections there, but
All my
you can try.
all my dad's family are from Portsmouth.
Crazy.
We went to Victoria's, and Victoria's was really fun.
Hmm.
It is a nice place. It's very similar to Plymouth, but more
Mhm.
industrial than Plymouth, in my opinion.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
industrial than Plymouth, but
Yeah.
it is really similar, isn't it? We do definitely need to go down. I don't know a lot of the venues around there. I'm gonna have to get your advice and your opinion and get some venues
Yeah.
to see where we can book.
Yeah.
Because that is achievable for us. We can go to
Yeah.
Portsmouth.
And instead of going up, maybe we could go
Across.
Yeah.
we just go east.
We're going to go all the
Portsmouth,
way to Norwich. We're going to do like a diagonal line, end up in Norwich.
Brighton, London.
Brighton,
just
London,
go all the way around.
London. Yeah.
Norwich, Birmingham,
Yeah.
The course is running out.
Manchester.
Yeah.
Leeds.
Leeds.
We skip Wolverhampton.
Yeah, we don't get to Wolverhampton. we could. Nowhere is off limits. But nowhere is off limits at this stage. If we could get there.
Middlesbrough, Newcastle. All right.
Yeah,
All right, that's enough.
We've missed so much of the north out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. You should come to the north. Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
In my opinion, the country ends at Dawlish.
Dawlish.
Dawlish. That's just
Yeah.
that's for us.
Maybe not the right decision.
The UK does end at Dawlish for us because the train line broke, so you can only get to Dawlish
Okay.
where we live. So
Mm.
technically, for us, like you got
For
to
now.
check for now.
All right.
It ends.
Okay, and let's talk more about the album as well. Like, how did the name come up? Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a song on the album called All I Know. And when we were thinking about names, we were taking into account a lot of other people's names. We were like, we can't make something too long like Fiona Apple. We can't go crazy with it. And our previous albums and EPs, they've had really short, quite snappy names, and we wanted something that did flow with that. And then when it came to All I've Ever Known, it was just kind of like, that's pretty representative of the album. Like, these are all of our experiences.
This is all I've ever known.
This is all I've ever known.
yeah,
We're young.
Yeah.
This is all we've
Yeah.
ever known.
Yeah, and it makes sense with the fact that it's been in the works for so long.
Yeah.
Well, not like that we've been trying to record for so long, just because some of the songs are
So old now.
so old.
Yeah.
It just feels like a life story almost.
Yeah, I mean, all I've ever known as well. Like, there's lyrics in All I Know. In fact, there's like the lyric in All I Know is "You made that feeling all I've ever known." Like in one of the verses, and then, like in Let Me Go, it's got like gave me pictures from your room and everything I could have ever known. Like it's in so many different songs in the album. It just felt like right.
Yeah.
It felt like that really
Right.
fit.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a couple different working titles, but that was the one that really stuck in the end.
Yeah.
We had a conversation with our the amazing Paul who recorded and mixed our album for us. And he was talking about how like songs from teenagers or songs from young adults, they'll always seem to hit a lot harder because that is like a really raw experience of
Like love.
like when everything you're experiencing for the first time. Or even if you have a year-long relationship and you're 18, that's like 1/18 of your life. Like that is a really big thing to happen. Whereas when you get older, that might not feel so significant. And I think, yeah, that was just another thing that, that I think we can really relate to our album. Everything we feel is very big. I think we're very emotional people.
Yeah.
This is all of the emotions that we've ever known.
Yeah, this is all we've ever known.
Yeah. Yeah. To be fair, I really like the new single, which is "Let Me Go," which is it sounds crazy. It sounds amazing. Why did you decided to release it in two things, like the band one and the piano? Why did you decide on that?
I think they give two completely different perspectives of the same
Song.
I think the piano version is more authentic to how, because I wrote it, is more authentic to how it was written. It was originally very acoustic and and then it progressed through the band version. But I think for me, definitely, I still kind of hung on to that really acoustic stripped back version of it. Yeah, that was it's my favorite one. I really, really like it because it makes me feel so sad. The other one makes me feel sick to my gut, but that one makes me feel really sad.
I mean, it is. When I first played it to me and Molly, it's the only song she's ever played us. We've both started crying like after she played it to us. I mean, she's played all kinds of sad things, like things where our last recording engineer would call me up and be like, "Come in and hear this incredibly sad song." Like he's always crying in the studio, you know. But that never got to me until like this one. I think it's like because obviously we all know Ev so well. Like, me and Molly know Ev so well. We're all really good friends. And then like hearing, I guess that like really personal experience, but something we had like, I guess heard before. It was like,
There was things that you just didn't tell us. You just
it's always like that.
you played it off for like
so long.
Played it off and you acted like it was fine, and then you wrote that song. And we were like, oh my.
I mean, the first hit was like, because there's another song on the album which came before that, which is about a similar thing. And when she first played that, we were like, oh my God. But this one was more like when it gets to the bit about your mum, like me and Molly just like tears.
I was holding back tears the whole time. And then I looked at you and so were you, and then we just started crying.
I recorded that first playthrough of it to them, and I remember because there's so many lyrics in that song. I was like really locked into my phone, making sure I was getting all right, and then I look up and they're both sobbing, and there's just me like laughing, like oh my God, you okay?
That's so sad.
It's just so like
Just so
personal.
emotional.
That song was really scary to release, I think, definitely. And the fact that we've released two versions of it is crazy. I've been very brave.
Very brave
really
about it.
scary.
Yeah.
So that will be in the album as well, both. Do you think?
No, just
No, come on. Well, you need a deluxe edition as well now.
we have CDs.
Okay.
CDs have all of the B-sides at the end. They have all the B-sides at the end.
And a bonus track as well.
And a bonus track, which has not been released.
Okay. Yeah, I should get one now. Also, to be fair, I was already planning on it. So yeah, I need it to be sent here. It's sent all the way to the north, and I might get some radios to play it here for you, if that's okay.
That'd be great.
That'd be good because the people in the north here, they're kind of similar to you guys. They like indie. They like their stuff, but it's not that loud like you say it in like London, or it's kind of similar to you because I mean it's so far away from like wherever, like Manchester or London or whatever.
Yeah,
from the big houses. Anyways, yeah. I did ask you, like, the album represents a new chapter. It does, doesn't it? Like you've honed your stuff, and now, like, what do you feel about that?
I just think sorry. This is the most us I think we've always been pretty true to ourselves. Yeah, like even
Yeah.
in the beginning, you can tell we're young in it and we're just trying to figure it out. And we've been trying to figure that out for such a long time. I think this is the most confident I've felt that we've found our sound,
Yeah.
and we're writing about things we want to write about. And yeah, it's just very us, and
It
I think
just-
that's really nice to hear.
Yeah.
Everyone
It
says
just
that, don't they?
feels
But
right.
Yeah,
Just feels right. Just
Feels
feels
right.
natural.
yeah.
yeah, everyone says like, "Oh, this is the most authentic we've ever been," but for us, it is actually true. I guess
Yeah.
when we were writing the first ones, we were like, as I said, like so much younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, in the grand scheme of life, like we'll do the next time, we'll be like, look at us back then, saying we were so much
yeah.
older. We only
Oh.
aged like 2 years. But I guess when you are,
Yeah.
as Paul, our recording guy said, as he said, when you are 17, it's the 17th of your life.
Yeah,
That
and
one
that feels
year.
like a lot.
You
That-
gotta take advantage of that some way.
And 2 years when you're 20 is, oh yeah, 20. 2 years when you're 20 is, you know, exactly.
You go
Tenth
through
of your
so
life.
much change when you're a teenager as well, and you can definitely see that over our music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I mean, this episode has been basically you talking about touring and live performing and that kind of thing. Like, what's the most memorable thing that ever happened to you? Like in performing?
Like good or bad?
Good.
Good.
Thing, something meaningful. Yeah.
Oh, one thing that I really liked. I don't know if I don't think I'm about to say what you think.
No.
I'm gonna say. I bet you are. No. One thing I really liked was, so we have a song called "I Wanted to Marry You." It's very, very chilled out, and on the recording of it that we've put out, it's I think just me and a guitar, and we decided to play it live for some reason in a rock bottom bar, and Mollie and Zane got up and started like ballroom dancing together.
Oh yeah.
And people in the audience were doing the same thing. And we were like really small. We had a really small following, a lot of faces that we didn't know. And it was just lovely. Like it was really, really sweet. And it like made me feel really giddy. And that was really early on. It's still one of my favourites.
My
that's
thought was
happened.
also a rock bottom memory. I don't know why this came. This wasn't even. This wasn't. Yeah. This wasn't even meaningful. This was just memorable. Whenever we do these interviews, it always comes to mind the couple, the
Yeah.
old couple, like
Necking.
elderly couple at the back of one of our shows at Rock Bottom. So our shows at Rock Bottom, often they'd have people drop out, and we'd like, because we live not that far away, we'd come in and do a gig for like pretty much nobody, but just to have something on. And there was this old couple that was just making out
Yeah,
for our set,
really going for it.
really, really going for
Just
it.
in the-
Like, and we were like playing Carry Me Home, and they're just looking at me like, because we'd like literally danced for about like not that long, and we were just like, oh my god, okay. But that's not even like meaningful. It was just memorable. Like that's like, just
very memorable.
I never forget that. That's a long time ago, but I never forget that.
What about you, Moms?
I mean, you playing Us Women Won't Be Fish Fear Me.
For the first time.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
We showed it to your dad, Zane, I remember.
Yeah.
I so nearly didn't show you that song.
I remember that.
And you guys had to, I was like, I have something, but I'm not too sure about it. And you guys were like, just play it anyway. Like, what's the worst that happens? We don't use it. And then, yeah, that's like our favorite song to play live. It's
yeah.
crazy.
There's so many like I think memorable like non-live things like that we've all done. I mean,
Yeah. I think when you're in a band with your best friends, it's just like hanging out and
Yeah.
you talk so much endlessly about the same things.
yeah. Oh my god, we beat the same dead horse like every band practice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every car ride, every band practice, every way
Yeah.
to a gig, everything. If we're all together, you can guarantee like one of like 4 things is going to be talked about.
Yeah.
And again.
Again.
And we just love to talk.
And as soon as one new piece of information comes out, it all
my
gets brought up again.
Oh, another memorable thing I remember is just all those times like me and you, if we'd ever get mildly annoyed at something, and like, you'll bring something up that it's just like it kind of annoyed you, and you're like, oh, I'm really mad about this, and I'd be like, and I hadn't said anything about it. Yeah, I was really mad about that too.
And then I'll be like, yeah, I'm really angry about it. And then one goes, I'm really angry about it. We're shouting and screaming. I'm just there like,
I remember one time like that exact dynamic. We were sat at your your table after something, like after an event or something like that.
I think it was after a radio show.
Yeah. And we were just having tea before we had band practice, and I was sat next to Zane's mum, and these two just start like bouncing off each other, going crazy. And I'm just sat with Zane's mum, like, it's so normal at this point. I'm just sat as a little spectator, and I get everyone's opinion, and they try to get it out of me, and I'm like, okay. I'm just
open
not
the
that
door.
easily riled up.
And it's not even like a big deal. We just
just
got
fine.
so like one of us
Yeah.
was slightly annoyed, and then we just kept talking about it, and then we just all of a
Just
sudden.
me and Zane's mum like just watching this all unfold.
I'll get riled up about like the most like minor things though. Like last band practice, so literally on Tuesday this week, we have this microphone we've used from like the very beginning of our, not that one, that one's a new one.
Yeah.
From the very beginning of our career, we've always had the same microphone. Anyway, she sat there, she's singing, she goes, oh, well, it's got electric shock off that microphone. I was like, right, that is it. I've had my last straw with that microphone. I took it off, I threw it on the floor, I was like, I'm getting a new one, I hate it. And everyone's like, you've really been holding that in, like,
Yeah.
we've had it for so long.
It's given me an electric shock, I think, for about a year. Like every single band practice, I'll get an electric shock, and I'm like, okay, it's okay, it's fine. I'll just sit back. It will give me so much feedback if I move too much. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
it's alright. And then one thing will happen, and Zay's like, that's it. I've had enough.
I've had enough to hear with that microphone. It's going in the bin.
By the end of the week, we've got a new mic.
Yeah,
It's
that
just
was
crazy.
that was on Tuesday. Tuesday night, I was like, right, I'm buying it right now, and it came, and that's it there. That's what I mean. In fact, I bought two.
Yeah.
They are so much better.
They're lovely.
I
Really
couldn't have made
Yeah.
a better choice.
Yeah. That's good. Like, I enjoy you just talking to each other. Like, it's crazy. Well, while I'm fixing my camera as well, it's fine now.
It's so weird.
I need a new camera. Right. Yeah. There's deeper questions, but the thing is, look at the time. Like, it's been going and going. Like, do you want to play any festivals? Do you have anything in mind?
Yeah, we've played Boardmasters for the last 3 years, and I'm
Yeah.
hoping we might be able to do that again this year. Fingers crossed. We've got everything crossed. We're playing at California, which is the festival in Loo, which is in Cornwall as well. That's going to be really, really fun. Yeah, we can't announce some of them. Yeah, I mean, there's some festivals we'd love to play, but
Glastonbury.
yeah,
Yeah.
we would love to play
Yeah.
Glastonbury
We'll get
next
down
year.
one day.
Yeah.
You know, like Reading and Leeds, or
Yeah.
you know, anything.
Even if we're on the smallest stage of the biggest festival,
yeah,
take it. As long as
Yeah.
we can show up and go there.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe we should go to a festival in the north.
Yeah, maybe we
Move
should
up.
recommend some festivals for
Yes,
us.
please.
Yeah, there's one coming up. Basically, for most of them, they're going. It's called Stockton Calling. Oh yeah, Stockton Calling is one of the biggest festivals around this area. We're not counting Newcastle, that kind of thing, and they take people like you and that kind of thing, and
Okay.
they just barge you in a big stage. And you have half an hour. You just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
What motivates you to keep creating music despite everything?
I think each other,
For sure.
just like what the fact that we do what we do and we enjoy it, and you know, it is gaining traction. But I think even if we weren't gaining that much traction, I mean, it would be disheartening. But I think we'd still carry on doing what we're doing. I mean,
Yeah,
just love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
keep on doing whatever.
When I
Yeah.
picture us doing well in music, I picture it being us.
Mm.
I don't think pursuing music has the same ring without being it with these two. It's just really, really fun to do it as a band.
Yeah, when I picture us, like, and I'm dreaming of like, oh, I hope everything goes well in the future, but I'm just picturing like all three of us together, like doing fun stuff together.
Yeah, I never picture it with anybody else. I never picture like being rich and famous with somebody else.
I could never picture
Just dropping it in.
Yeah. Just be yourselves. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna
Yeah.
and yeah, keep on doing what you're doing, and that's all. All right, quick fire rounds, quick fire questions. I mean, it's been a while, so let's just go. Like,
Quick fire.
dream artist to open for, support, as in.
Go. Baby doobie.
Genius.
Oh, I've got stage fright. Dream artist. Supergrass.
Really? Yeah, that's good. All right. A song which you wish you had written.
Song that we wish we'd written. Bohemian Rhapsody. Could you imagine how fun would that be?
Yeah.
Imagine
That would
my
be
voice.
great. That'd be great. Yeah. That'd be great. No, and it's like 3 harmonies. Like
Yeah.
Mamma
yeah.
mia.
Mamma mia.
Oh, that would just be
That's so
much
good.
fun.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
we'd on a like more serious note. I wish we'd written Lover You Should Have Come Over by Jeff
Yeah.
Buckley.
Yeah.
I wish we'd written that.
I
That'd
wish
be
I'd
good.
written.
Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. It's
I
like
like-
really out of the box.
Yeah.
One of my all-time favorites is Zombie Gal by Adrienne Lenker. I think Adrienne Lenker's got the most insane lyricism. So definitely. Or Vampire Empire by Big Thief.
You
Yeah.
basically
Final
did write
answer.
Vampire Empire by Big Thief.
Yeah.
Final
Yeah.
answer.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. Best venue you played at. That's tough, I know, but you must have your favorite.
Yeah, yours pretty boring.
Boardmasters, yeah. Saying we've played at that, I think it gives me the most pride, the biggest ego boost. I played at Boardmasters.
Mine's pretty like a silly one. I don't know.
A silly one.
My favorite venue.
Sardine Festival was kind of fun.
Oh, the Sardine Festival was so cool.
It's true to our brand. That was good.
Best venue. That's a tricky one. I guess
Yeah.
there's different strengths to each venue. Like
Mhm.
some like, oh, they have really good crowds. Some like, oh, they have, really good really good like they look really nice. And some will be like, I like Things Happen Here in Dartington,
say
which is
that.
near us.
They have good beer. That was really nice.
They have really good beer and they have really nice stage. Their stage is all pretty very nice. That's a
It's
nice
really-
Yeah.
venue.
I'd say Boardmasters band when I think of something different.
Purple.
One mind.
Livewire.
Livewire, that's fine. You're going on tour soon. Like, what would you do like before? Or, like, what's your ritual before you go on stage and do a show?
We've had this before.
Yeah.
Well, usually one of us, someone will be in the toilet before we go on stage. So usually Mollie will be having a pre-show piss before the show, and we won't be able to find her. And I'll be watching the band, and Ev will usually be watching the band as well. And then we'll go. The band will say, "This is our last song," and we'll go,
We don't have
Oh.
set lists.
"Oh, we haven't got any set lists." So then it'll be like, "Right, well, we'll write some set lists quickly, and then we'll get on stage."
I haven't got any water at this point.
Ev hasn't got any water, so
So I'm
she's
gonna go
getting
get
water. Ev isn't setting any of her stuff up because she's getting water, which means that then we're a little bit behind. But then it means I will set it up.
Mhm.
Mollie will be like unscrewing all the drum stuff because it takes like a week and a day. But then
Yeah.
before you know it,
We're set up and we've got 5 minutes to spare.
We've got 5 minutes to spare every
time.
day.
You know that one Olivia Rodrigo song was like screaming? It's like, all the
That's literally our set.
Yeah. It's like we're crazy, we're everywhere, we don't know where each other are, but know that on, like, say we're playing at 7:30 on the dot, we will be on ready
Yeah.
to go. Like, it's
Yeah.
always the way.
That
Good.
is always how it goes.
Yeah.
But like a lot of fans would be like, put their hands in the middle, like, go team. Like that's a very American thing, I think. But I can't imagine Oasis standing in a corner doing that. But I think that's a very American thing. I've seen like Harry Styles do it, but he's basically American. But like we've never done that. We've always been like, oh, where's Mollie? Oh, she's in the toilet. Right, Ev, come on, we've got to get on stage. And then Ev's be like, we haven't got any set lists.
It's just
Like
crazy.
it's just like we
It's
never have like a positive like
Yeah.
yay. It's always
Start
like just
doing that.
chaos.
But I feel like at small gigs when they only give you 15 minutes between the bands
Oof.
and one has to set down and then you have to be set
Yeah, you've got to wait for
15
them to set
minutes.
down.
I don't think you can have a non-stressful ritual.
No.
We've once been told we're too quick.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
you're too quick. Can you go off and come back on again?
Oh,
We have, but we've learned to have fast setups because we're used to having no time, and also used to having like someone in the toilet or someone doing something else. Or, you
Yeah.
know, things like that.
yeah. Yeah. Most played song in your own Spotify, YouTube.
What of anyone's songs or our songs?
Anyone, anything.
My most played song of anyone.
It can be yours as well.
I think my most played song is like Clementine by Elliott Smith. Very, very sad. But I love that song through college, and I think it's probably still my top listen to it like religiously. Something like that.
At the minute, mine's all time probably is Vampire Vampire by Big Thief. I don't know why. Like every time I listen to that song, I just can't get sick of it.
It's so good.
I have this horrible thing where I listen to songs too much and then I hate them for like a month. That one is just been
Never
going
gets
for
old.
years since it came out, since the first live performance that they did it.
Yeah.
But right now it's probably Johnny Cash's version of Hurt. I don't know
Oh
why.
my god.
It was like a 9 Inch Nails song originally, and his one is
Mm.
just it's
Yeah.
so good. There's music in the music video, like he's really sad about losing his wife, and I can't stop crying every single time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just too
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Okay. I'm okay. I don't
How about
even-
you, Molly?
I don't know what my most played song now is.
I don't even know. It genuinely could be anything.
Go on.
Oh yeah,
Very
Bridge
good.
Over Troubled
The
Water.
Troubled Waters.
Johnny
No.
Cash with that as
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
good.
I
Yeah.
hate
So
Johnny
Yeah.
Cash.
I
Sorry,
love
I
Johnny
hate
Cash.
Johnny Cash.
The America
Yeah.
albums, America 4, that's so good.
Rough.
I like what's that song by Biba Doobie? Pictures of
Pictures of
Us.
Us. That's a good one.
Oh, that is overplayed in my bedroom.
Fair enough.
What else?
I think Rain Me In by Sam Fender at the moment.
Oh, that is
And
yeah.
that's always whenever I have my Spotify DJ on, that's always like one of the first ones they put on.
it's so good.
I recently lost my voice, like basically singing to Road Rage by Catatonia, so if that counts. That's overplayed in my
That's a
car.
good one.
Road Rage by Catatonia is amazing.
And what's that Torn song by Torn?
And that's the Umbrelio.
Yeah. Oh my god, I
That's
love
so
that song.
random. I love it.
love that song.
Yeah.
I've got that CD
You're
in
a
my
little
car.
That's
late.
good.
I'm
Yeah,
already
it's a dirty
tired.
child.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
get
Like, yeah.
Underrated.
Yeah. I mean, genuine question from that is just you listen to so many different kind of songs, like songs which you weren't even born yet.
Yeah.
You're just like, I wasn't born yet, like Johnny Cash, some other people, but yeah, like, is it what's your like biggest influences? I mean, I've mentioned Joni Mitchell and that kind of thing. What's your biggest influences for your
Probably
music?
The Beatles. Everyone's influenced by the Beatles in some way or another.
Yeah.
Mm,
Even if you don't think so.
I love the Beatles. They're always a big thing to me. I think that's a big influence. The Sundays, obviously. People like that.
I think I'm big on the
Cranberries.
the type of
Cranberries, yeah.
lyricism in like indie folk songs, so like Sea Rose, Big Thief,
Yeah.
even like Lord Huron and Phoebe Bridgers, that kind of thing. They're all very earnest. Any song is very earnest, and you'll notice that that's the type of songs that make you cry,
Yeah.
and that is
yeah.
the best lyricism, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, yeah. I've interviewed so many people here, like, and the one that somebody follows Phoebe Bridgers and that kind of her name is Robin Erico, and she's crazy, and you should listen to every artist that I've have so far, and
Of course.
some of them sound really like what you play, and some of them just sound like quite similar, and like you can get inspiration from that. And maybe
Yeah.
third album, yeah.
Yeah.
I know you got ideas, but like if you listen to all those things, like, have you ever had vinyl before in your? I see CDs. Is that CDs or books? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
like CDs.
That is CDs, yeah.
I mean, I've got hundreds. I've got so many, but we haven't got any of our own, like as a band. Like we haven't got any of ours done. They're so expensive to do. I've looked every time we've got a new release. I look into it, and with the way of the world, they only get more expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually get quoted like nearly $2,000 for like 100. And that's just
and that's just enough, isn't it?
it's a lot. It's a lot. You have to be charging a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
Tricky.
I need to
Yeah,
get
I've
your
got that
album when it comes out, to be fair. So all you three of you sign it for me, and then we'll find a
yeah.
way and do stuff. And I need to go back. Like, I'm so far from the south now. Like, I mean, way further from you. You should. There's a place. It's Wedgwood Rooms, I think. Yeah, I'll pass it to you. But yeah, there's some good places that you can literally just come and play, and like it's like, oh, I remember this and that kind of thing. I heard Isle of Wight as well, but that's a bit crazy. So
Yeah, I love the
Yeah.
Isle of Wight, but it's crazy. It's not even that far. from us.
crazy.
No.
No,
It's only
not
just,
from
it's only
Plymouth.
only
Yeah.
just over from Portsmouth. It's only
Yeah.
half our ferry.
Yeah. It's only half.
Yeah, I've been there quite a few times.
One more question then. Each of you answer me very carefully. Yeah? What's your biggest fear?
Oof. Like musical?
Musical and lifestyle. Something that you wish you just could have done, like, but you're just too scared to do it. Like trying to
Okay.
be positive, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, something we wish we could do, but we are too scared. I think we've not done anything, so we've been too scared. I always push us to do everything.
Yeah.
I don't really have a great deal of fear. So I always book us to do everything.
Yeah, you're
Maybe if
saying
we played for like 1 million people, I'd probably get nervous then.
That's like nervous, excited though, I think.
nervous, excited. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
no idea what that would feel like. I think that would just be crazy. I think I'd be just so blown away.
Hmm.
I wouldn't even be able to comprehend it in the moment.
Getting
I'd be
cancelled.
scared after.
Cancelled.
Getting cancelled. I don't think you ever get cancelled, to be fair.
I don't think we've ever.
No.
I say the most unhinged thing.
No, I know
Like harmlessly though.
it doesn't
Honestly,
doesn't
yeah.
need to be. Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I feel like that would be a fear, I guess, getting cancelled. I
Yeah.
mean, who knows what the future's going to be like? I mean, I could say like something really not offensive and someone will get offended in the future.
Yeah, you never
Probably.
know how people are gonna receive things.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, getting hate maybe. Maybe we're scared of getting
Oh
hate.
yeah,
But I
hate,
feel like we
maybe.
could make fun of that.
Yeah, but it would get to me.
I
Like,
think it eventually would get
it would-
to you though. Like
we can make fun of it together, but then when we're like on our own, like going to sleep,
Yeah.
you think like,
Oh crap.
that
oh,
would, like,
well,
yeah.
Tim Momoa said he doesn't like our music.
Yeah.
My biggest fear would be like physical, like things that we cannot control doing it. I've had it before where I had like a type of RSI in my wrist, and my piano teacher had that as well. And, like seeing what that did to a guy who was insane at blues, it was like his big passion. He was actually a music professor, and then not being able to do that at all because of something you literally can't control is crazy. And like I've seen so many people that have helped us out so much, like go like deaf and having issues with that.
Yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
want to get to the point where we're doing so well and we're experiencing everything we love, and then that kind of gets swept out from under us. But
Oh my
saying
god, I
that,
didn't even think about going deaf.
Yeah, like going
My
deaf.
hearing's
Yeah.
bad already.
Or like
It's
having
scary.
having the gear stolen.
I think
Yeah,
we'd put
that's
like a
scary.
Beethoven though, and we'd power through. I think I played board masters with RSO to the point where I couldn't applaud after, and I still did
Mm.
it. And I did my A level with it, and I cried during it. And the
Yeah.
guy was like, "You can take a minute." I was like, "Yeah, please."
Yeah.
And I just carried
Yeah.
on. So
Yeah.
we power through.
Yeah, we power through. I can
Yeah.
always like feel the vibrations and stuff before.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what that. Did you ever like that drummer from who's the band Nickelback? And he got that like disease thing from playing drums because of all the vibrations of playing the drums. He's like went paralyzed a bit.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's
from
insane.
like the vibrations like going up his arms and legs. He got paralyzed, but then he like came back. So
Wow, we'd have a comeback tour, and it would be okay.
it's like he came back and then he was able to play again. But, like-
Anti-paralysis tour.
So I hope there is no paralysis out. That happened to him, and I remember I watched that documentary and I thought like, that's so scary. Like I didn't even realize. But I guess he plays really like aggressive,
Heavy, yeah.
And I'm really like not that. Aggressive, so I feel like I have less.
Yeah, I mean,
a bit less chance of.
look at Ringo. He's living his best life.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, bassists, not to be somber, but bassists in bands
don't
are
have-
always the first ones to die.
Yeah.
Always.
on.
Not Paul McCartney though.
Yeah, that's
Not
actually
Paul
true.
McCartney.
That's
Yeah.
like one bassist I can think of that actually
Just
didn't
believe
die
him.
first. But you look at like
Yeah.
pretty much all the famous bands, especially from the 90s, like it was always the bassist going first. And then like my partner had a dream the other day that I died and he became the drummer and
Oh.
Molly became the bassist of the band.
Okay, that's enough.
Or didn't
I think that's enough. I think.
also another tangent.
I was like, that's
All right.
Weird.
All right. Okay, let's be positive here. All right. Oh, get something positive. Like, what's the hopes for your future, musically wise, and like just life in general? Like, what do you hope for the future?
rich, famous, and headlining Glastonbury.
Final answer.
Final answer. Rich in a good way.
More of this.
More of this, yeah. yeah, my biggest fear would be that we wouldn't be able to we'd be too busy to have our little time together anymore. Oh,
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, you need to live in the same apartment now. Uh, don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay, being positive here, like you want to share your tour stuff and like what's going on and yeah.
yeah, so our next gigs, we are playing this Wednesday coming, so Wednesday the 18th. We're playing at HMV in Plymouth, which is exciting. Never played in a shop before.
Never played in a
Oh,
shop,
actually,
yeah.
Actually, yeah, we played in a record shop before. I don't know why I said
Yeah.
that. Playing in another record shop, but this time at HMV. And then on the 19th, so that's next Thursday, we're playing at Livewire. We're doing the full album, the album in full for the first and only time. So if you miss it, you're done. But it's gonna be a really good one. So that's on Thursday. You're gonna be able to get all your merch early. It's gonna be all the works. And then on the 24th, which is the Tuesday after, playing at the Cornish Bank in Falmouth, which we're very excited about. Really excited about. And then after that, on the 27th, is going the album release day. We're going to be playing at the Underground in Plymouth, our home. And we're going to be headlining with support from Colour TV, Kitty Crocker, and Charlie Churchill, which is going to be really fun. It's going to be a whole party. Going to be celebrating our new release, playing some new things, and
Yeah.
all the new merch, etc., etc.
It's been a pleasure speaking to you today. I'm so excited for your future. I like the album tour and everything like you just shared. Like you can find all the stuff on the socials and stuff. Like you should post more stuff on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, that's because I'm in charge
Yeah.
of that. To get to. I
Yeah,
will. I will.
Yes. Like do you plan to do any like music videos? I know there's one, but do you plan?
Yeah, we'd love to do more. Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of ideas that stick out now?
Yeah, it's tricky to work out what goes with each song. Music videos is so much trickier because
Yeah. It's
we've
just
watched
that's
one
the
for us to try and work out what we want, but we still don't know what we want from a music video.
yeah, that's the next step to think about, you know. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. You heard it from me first. All right. I mean, it's been lovely to have you, Zane, Mollie. Thank you again. It's amazing. Like this is the longest episode I've ever done. It's gonna be so fun editing this, but yeah, I'm gonna go to your website, get your merch. Like, please sign it for me. I'll
Of course.
do something. Yeah, yeah. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Of course.